women of faith who are CEOs, business leaders, corporate leaders, and you're struggling to lose anywhere between 20 to 50 plus pounds and keep it off for the rest of your life. Let's talk about it. Now, over the last 10 years, I've been servicing business owners, women in corporate, women in leadership, and these are all women that are faith driven, looking to increase their performance in their life, in their business. And God has called you for a next level mission, a next level assignment. And in this season in your life, you've had some success. Like you've built a successful business, or you have a successful career in corporate. You got the letters in front of your name and or after your name, got the degrees, you got the family. Like you're no stranger to success, but God has been calling you to take things to the next level. He's been pulling you in the direction of prioritizing your fitness and your health in a different way in this season. Not like the way that you've done it before in the past, where you lose the weight, you put it back on, you start, you stop. There's this constant cycle of emotionally eating, feeling shame and guilt, going all in, and then being very inconsistent and getting back to square one in a place where you don't feel like yourself, you don't like who you see in the mirror. But now God has, taps you on the shoulder again, like, listen, let's do it again, but let's do it different this time, right? So maybe in this season, alignment is very, very important for you over the other ways that you tried it before. I mean, you know that enhancing your performance and enhancing your appearance will actually prepare you for whatever God is calling you to do, this new life-changing assignment. And get it, I know you've been praying, you've been talking to God. I was talking to a young lady about 2 weeks ago. She's actually inside of the coaching program now. And she was telling me that, man, I think I need to change the language in my prayers, or change the way that I'm talking to God and the things that I'm asking for in my prayers. And I was like, okay. And then I asked her this question. I'm like, well, have you surrendered your health and fitness to God? And it was an aha moment for her, because she was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I haven't. And then I gave her some time and she was like, you know what? I haven't yet. Keyword, yet. That aha moment, was everything for her, because that's when things click and that's when things finally became into alignment for her, right? And now she's inside of the program. She's dropping weight. She's increasing her energy. Like all the things are happening for her, right? And we went in more, depth in the conversation, right? And we started talking about like what surrender actually looks like, and surrender looks like a partnership with God. Like your well-being, your overall performance, your health, your fitness shouldn't be, a separate thing from your communication with God, your walk with God, and just your overall relationship with Him, especially as leaders, right? As your business, the calling, your ministry is something that God gave you to do, right? So like we have to be fit and be healthy for the calling on our lives. Listen, this is not taught in the church, right? Like coming up, the leaders in the church don't necessarily teach this, right? And it's not their fault, but just in our community as a whole, our parents didn't teach us this. Our grandparents didn't teach us this, right? Every celebration was, hey, eat this food, right? Or anytime we're bored, we go in the kitchen and look in the cabinets in the refrigerator, right? It's a very unhealthy habit that's embedded in our culture. And one of the callings that is on me, Coach Caprice, and our team is to change that in the household, but also in ministry and in the church, in just the walk with Christ altogether. So it's nothing to be shameful of, but it's something that we need to be aware of. And it's something that we like moving forward. This is something that we want to make an impact in and make improvements. It doesn't mean that you just, I'm just going to give it to God. And then you don't do anything, right? Like you don't take care of yourself. You don't move your body. You don't eat the right type of foods. You don't drink water. Like, no, that's not what surrender is, right? Surrender is you release this control. And listen, the opposite of surrender looks like you're trying to control everything. You're following strict diets. You hopping from this program to that program, this plan to that plan, this diet to that diet. You have this all or nothing mentality. You don't put any boundaries in place. If you do, then you feel guilty, and then you don't actually honor the boundaries. When you miss a workout or you don't do 100%, then you shame yourself and you just go right back to what you was doing before. So when you don't surrender your health and fitness, that's what it looks like. And this is why so many women continue to lose the weight, put it back on, start, stop, lose the weight, put it back on, start, stop, because there's a lack of foundation when it comes to this part of your life. Now, once you do decide to surrender this part of your life to God, and now you're in a partnership with God, just think of this being like your insurance, your peace of mind. You now have armor. And when you have a peace of mind, you move throughout this journey. You move like you got some sense. You move like you're covered. You move like you know that you're going to be victorious. And also you understand that once this faith is activated, you are deciding to be the person even during difficult times and adversity. Because let's be real, especially when God gives you a transformational, life-changing assignment, the enemy is going to show up, right? Life is going to happen. All types of things are going to happen in life and in business and in your personal life and your professional life. So if you don't have a foundation when it comes to that part of your life, what happens? That's the first thing to go. Everything else stays there. Family stays. Business stays. Your career stays. Everything else stays in place. But your well-being, your self-care, your health and fitness is the first thing to go. And this is why you start and stop. You lose the weight, you put it back on because you don't have coverage in that part of your life just yet. Surrendering it to God, you have the coverage. So now instead of waiting to be motivated, now you act out of obedience. And also instead of being so inconsistent with your nutrition and your exercise and your rest and your personal development, now you take action out of stewardship. Big difference, right? And it really comes down to, you have more reasons to continue because of the decision that you made when you decided to surrender it to God. Now you know at the end of every storm that you go through, you're going to come out victorious. You're going to come out stronger. You're going to come out a better version of yourself. So when things like the government shut down, business restructures, life issues and family emergencies and things like that, when those things come up, instead of following a strict diet and then you fall off because it's not tied to the calling that God has called you to do, instead of doing that, now you continue to nourish yourself with the right foods so that you have the maximum energy to show up for your team members. Now you have clarity to be able to make decisions with the business restructuring, and you're able to focus at a high level. But if you don't nourish your body, your performance in your life and your business decreases. And now you're more stressed. You have more anxiety. But if you continue to move your body, you continue to get that 30-minute exercise in, now you're actually managing your stress and your anxiety. You see how those things work? Because the real reason why people stop when a storm comes is because they truly believe that they're going to fail. But time and time again, you've proven that with God as the anchor and the foundation, you come out victorious every single time. So when you tie this to a bigger purpose and you have an anchor like God and you start acting, because remember we talked about being prepared for this life-changing assignment that God is calling you to do, you have to be that person today. So when you think like that person, you act like that person, and now taking care of yourself, eating healthy, exercising, moving your body, getting the proper rest, treating yourself as a valuable asset. Now this is just who you are. It's a part of what you do versus this is a fad. This is a phase. Fads, phase, and trends, those things all fade away. But anything that you make a commitment to with God as the anchor, this is now part of your identity. And I'm going to be honest, it's not to say that you're not going to be perfect, right? God didn't create us to be perfect. You still may fall off here and there, and that's okay. But what we want to do is we want to shorten the time you're off. You're maybe off for a couple days, not a couple years. This is what surrender, obedience, and stewardship looks like. That's what consistency is. It's shorter time down. The times where you just don't have the capacity to be a strong black woman all the time, or you missed a workout, or you binge ate a little bit over here, right? We just get right back on it in the next couple of days. And over the next few months and then the next few years, guess what? Those 20 to 50 plus pounds are now gone. And you don't have to worry about it coming back, because this is who you are now. And I promise you, you don't need any injection shots. You don't need any fat loss pills. The only thing you need is the right plan customized to you, the right systems in place for your energy and time management, and God as the anchor. So the question that I got for you is, are you ready to surrender your health and fitness to God? Thank you for tuning in to this episode. If you know another woman of faith who is a CEO, business leader, or corporate leader that needs to lose 20 to 50 pounds and keep it off for the rest of her life and increase her performance, definitely share this with her. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already. And I will put another video right here that'll go in more detail as far as how to prioritize your mental and energy management over time management to increase your performance in life and business. I'll see you in the next video.